Hello BookTube, my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with Vlogmas Day 22. So today is the 22nd of December, it's just before 10 a.m. and I am sitting in my car. I don't think we've done a car vlog at all in this Vlogmas. I'm not sure, maybe we did at the beginning, I don't remember. It's been a while. December has flown by. Does anyone else feel this way? Like, it's been ridiculous. But anyway, I just wanted to check in and say good morning, start the vlog off. For today, I am listening on my way into work. I will be listening to Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist by Cody Hall. Is it Cody Hall? I think so. Yeah, Cody Hall. So I am looking forward to this. Now, yesterday, I think I said in the vlog that I bought it. I did not buy it. It was a freebie. Like, if you have an Audible membership, it's one of the ones in the Plus catalog that you can listen to. So, and it's a decent, it's like over 10 hours long. So it's not like a short little audiobook. And there's a sequel as well that is also available to members. So if you're interested, I will let you guys know more about this later on, but I am going to listen to this in the car. I'm going to plug it in through my speakers, which is why I use this old phone, because it still has an old school phone jack. Bluetooth is fine, whatever. The problem is with my car is that it is supposedly Bluetooth compatible, but in the 5+ years that almost 6 years that I've owned this vehicle, I have no idea how to hook. Like, I hooked it up so I can phone, like I can make phone calls like through Bluetooth, but not for anything audio, like no music or anything at all like that. And I've given up trying. So this is just easier. This way listening to an audiobook doesn't kill my phone, like the one I'm talking on right now. So anyway, that's it. I gotta go. I will check in with you guys when I get home later. Bye, everybody. Hi friends, it is later in the day. I am home. As I said to my husband when I walked in the door this afternoon, I do not have to drive back to the office for at least 12 more days. And I've only got the rest of today, tomorrow, and Friday. So I am so excited until I'm on vacation. I can't wait. I am really, really, really looking forward to it. So, have some things to catch you guys up on. I guess we will start book-wise. So those of you who don't care about all the rest of the chatty bits can just, mosey on out to the next Vlogmas video, because I know there are a bunch of them. I'm trying to keep up, but, it's hard. It's hard. I'm a few days behind, but that's okay. That's all okay. So anyway, book-related stuff, guys. I finished a book today. Let me rephrase that. I started and finished a book today. So I was at work and I was doing some admin stuff, and I was listening to Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist, which I am really enjoying, by the way. However, it's a little spicy. And I know nobody else can hear what I'm listening to, but still, I'm at the office and I'm like, so it hasn't gotten to any spicy parts yet, but there's a lot of innuendo. Let's put it that way. And I was kind of looking at what I still wanted to read this month. And I realized that I still have 2 Babysitters Club books that I'd really like to get to this month. So I had a little bit of extra money. So I went ahead and I bought the next Babysitters Club book on audio, and I started and finished it today. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So I read Claudia and the Perfect Boy. This is Babysitter's Club book number 71. This came out in 94. So I enjoyed this. I actually ended up giving this one 4 stars. I thought it was really cute, although I still felt it was a little bit old. Like the characters felt a little bit older in this one. So essentially the whole plot of the book is that Claudia is looking for a boyfriend. Like, Marianne has Logan, Stacy has this new guy that she started dating, and she's like, oh, I would like to meet a boy too, and stuff like that. So she ends up starting this personals column in the middle school newspaper. And in order for her, kind of in a way, to find the perfect guy, but all these other people meet people, and then she goes on a bunch of bad dates with these guys. I'm like, yeah, they're in 8th grade. They're 13. I'm not knocking 13-year-old boys. Please don't think I'm doing that, but they're 13-year-old boys. You know what I mean? Video games and movies and stuff like that, like that tends to be, they're not, no teenager, male or female or gender, whatever, are not known for being huge, deep thinkers. And I just love the fact that at 13, she's like, this is going to be like the forever guy. This is going to be my perfect guy. And she's like imagining themselves older and doing this and doing that. I'm just thinking, it was just so cute because at that age, really, it's like, and then there's one guy that she goes out with and he has a tattoo. And I'm like, dude, you're 13. I'm like, hey, what reputable tattoo parlor actually even looked at you? Maybe it was somebody's friend of somebody's brother or something like that who did it. He's like, yeah, I was grounded for a month. I'm like, my parents, I would still be grounded today if I had done that. So, it was cute. It was fun. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. There was actually a very touching B plot in this book where one of the babysitters charges. They have a dog, a basset hound, and it turns out the youngest child has been having these allergy attacks. Turns out she's allergic to the dog. So the family, of course, is heartbroken because they do have to get rid of the dog. I mean, they're not going to put him down, but they need to rehome him. And I mean, the kids are just devastated, and it was so heartbreaking to me to think about having to do something like that with an animal, and it turns out that, in case you're curious, that it ends up another family across the street ended up taking the dog. So they still had visiting privileges with the dog. But I found that very, very heartwarming and very sweet. So yeah, I like this one. It was fun. It was enjoyable. So I am still reading Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist, and I am enjoying that one. That one is fun. It's a childhood friends to lover story. I said yesterday, because I thought it was YA, and I mentioned that to my friend Brie. I'm like, I thought this was YA based on the cover, and Brie said she thought the same thing too when she got it in like the what do you call it, the art copy from the publisher in the mail. And she said, and then she read, like on Goodreads, that he had just gotten out of the military. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't realize that either. So essentially what it is that, they're both kind of going through some stuff, but they've been best friends since they were kids. Like their mothers were best friends. So anyway, yeah. So essentially he comes back. He just finished serving in the military. He's not on leave. He's done. He's not enlisted anymore. And he's home for good, and Noelle picks him up at the airport, and he's super excited to get in touch with his girlfriend, this girl that he's been with for the entire 8 years that he's been in the military. However, in those entire 8 years, they haven't spent more than maybe 30 days together in total in 8 years. I mean, those of you who are military, who have military families, or who are maybe married to someone in the military, you probably understand that. They kept in touch as much as they could, but, things are the way things are. Well, it turns out that this girl has pretty much been like, you're not here, we're not in any kind of relationship. So when she realizes he's home for good, she can't play around behind his back anymore. So she breaks up with him. So anyway, he's of course like, he's not devastated, but he's more mad. He's like, dude, like you had to wait till I came back to do this. So then Noelle has kind of she's never really been in a relationship. She's just kind of flittered from guy to guy. She doesn't want to give her heart to anybody. She's got a backstory. I don't want to get into that. I'll talk about it more when I fully review the book. And so the two of them pretend to be a couple to kind of make each other's exes jealous. And this is starting right around Thanksgiving, in the lead up to Christmas. Music plays a big part in this book. They're constantly mentioning songs, and he does a lot. He always does playlists for everything. So yeah, it's charming and it's cute, but it's not YA. Again, we haven't gotten into any spicy bits, but there's definitely a lot of, the heat level is rising on this one with some of the innuendo. Let's just put it that way. This is not the YA romance that I assumed it was going to be and I'm fine with it. I'm good with it. It's fine. So yeah, so that is it for my reading today. Now, the Annie Raines book, the Annie Raines and the, oh gosh, Lee Tobin McCain books that I was reading, like physically or reading digitally. I've decided to put both of those aside for now, and I'm not DNFing them, because I do want to read them, just not right now. So like my mom is reading through the Lee Tobin McCain series right now on audio, the off-season series. She's loving it. Now this is the 5th book, and I haven't read any of the other books in this series. So part of me kind of really wants to start at the beginning, maybe try and work my way through it next year and then get to that Christmas one next Christmas. But there is another Christmas one. I think it's book 3 is another Christmas book. So we shall see. But for right now, that's going aside. And the Annie Raines book, I'm just not into it right now. I'm not feeling it. And I read a lot of your comments yesterday about like, if you're not feeling a book, just put it down. And that's exactly what I've decided to do. So right now, the only book I am reading is the Nick and Noelle book, and that's fine. So yeah, so I did pull some numbers from my list to pick my book from my shelves, and I picked numbers from Crazy Sam, and it was 4, 4, and 75. Sorry I didn't film me picking the book. I apologize, but I did pick the book, so here it is. We have Husbands and Other Strangers by Marie Farinella. This is a Harlequin super romance novel. And guys, this looks so cute. Like, I love the cover of it. It's so sweet. So it says, Dear Diary, the first face I saw after hitting my head on my brother's boat was that of a gorgeous stranger. A stranger that everyone said was my husband. So this is an amnesia story. You gotta love that. Taylor Conway is the type of man that no one forgets. So I thought it was my brother's idea of a joke. How wrong I was. There's something about this gorgeous, determined man that's grown on me, and whether Taylor's really a stranger or the man I was head over heels in love with, I can't stop thinking about him. I just can't understand. Why would I erase my husband from my mind? I've got to find out for sure. So yeah, sounds good. Marie Farinella is a go-to author for me. She writes contemporary. She writes romantic suspense. She is fabulous. I definitely recommend that you check her out as an author, but I am looking forward to getting to this one sometime next year. So that's it for reading wise. Now I'm going to kind of jump into, first I'm going to talk about the tea, and then I'm going to jump into some crafty stuff. Now I have not yet, okay, so I drank the peppermint tea yesterday, and I shared it with you guys that it was really good. Actually, after I had that yesterday, today I ended up craving peppermint tea. So when I went to Tim Hortons on my way to work, instead of getting a green tea, I got a peppermint tea, and it was delightful. But pretty much the same as what I drank from the advent calendar yesterday. I mean, a peppermint tea is a peppermint tea. The other one, the one that kind of blossoms or whatever, I tried that last night, and I just didn't care for it, to be honest. I'm sorry. It wasn't for me, so that's fine. And I still have the gingerbread tea. I have not drank that one yet. So this was yesterday's. So let's see. Sorry for reaching. Let's see what we have for today. And today's the 22nd. Yes, it is the 22nd. Only this one and 2 more, you guys, and then the calendar's done. I really, really hope I get something festive. I really do. But we shall see. I don't think so, but it looks like a green tea. And I do enjoy a good green popcorn. Tea combining fresh green leaves with nutty popcorn rice. Ooh, I don't know. There's one that David's had years ago that had a rice in it, like a popcorn rice, and I didn't care for it. It's definitely an acquired taste. I will try it and see, but I don't know about this one. Come on. Why couldn't I have gotten more festive tea? They have 2 more days to impress me. This is not a calendar I'm getting next year, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably being nitpicky because a lot of the teas have been delicious, but when I'm getting an advent calendar, it's supposed to be like festive. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that has been not the case with this. So in terms of my knitting, I didn't get any cross stitch done last night. Brie and I had to record an episode of the podcast. Very enjoyable. We talked to Erin and Nicole, just about writing and life in general and stuff like that. So I am working on putting in another square in the blanket. So this is yesterday's yarn. So I thought I would pick today's yarn that I'm going to put in next. So into the big bag we go. And what do we have here? No, I've already used that one. Or I'm actually wearing those socks today. use that one too. Uh-oh. This one is not in the blanket. Okay. So, pieces of yarn. What is on my sweater? Fluff. All right. So there is today's yarn. I believe this is called 50s Kitchen. I think. I got this yarn at Rhinebeck. I remember the colors in it distinctly. The problem with it was when I got it, it was like it was a smaller skein of yarn, so it wasn't a full skein enough to do a pair of socks. So I don't remember exactly what I did with this yarn. I think I broke it apart and I gave like parts of it to my friends. So I have a little bit of it left, but I believe it's called 50s Kitchen. So anyway, I will put that in after I finish the little ball that I am putting in now. And last but not least, guys, I got some Crafty mail. So I thought I'd show you. I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. I ordered this stuff about a week or so ago, and I ordered from Canadian sellers off of Etsy. I do love Etsy. So super, super excited. These came really, I mean, this was less than a week for delivery. So that's super fantastic. So this first one is from a company called, let me hide my address as best as I can, Millions of Stitches. And they are in Toronto. She's in Toronto. And if you are a cross stitcher and you are looking for fabric, you need to go to her because she has everything. Like any color you could possibly want. So cute. So there, Millions of Stitches, and she puts a little thank you. And I ended up getting, ooh, it's perfect. This, excuse me. Sorry guys, okay, let me finish this really quickly. So I am going to be starting a project on, in January with my good friend Rainy over at Rainy Day Reads and my other good friend Mandy. And we are, ooh, this is a bigger piece than I anticipated. And we're going to be stitching a polar bear. So I bought this light blue fabric. Isn't that pretty? So it's a 14 count Aida, which is the name of the fabric that you use. It's cross stitch fabric. It's got all the little holes in it. So I think it's going to be super, super cute. So I'm really happy that that arrived before the holidays. And she's so sweet. She always sends another little piece of fabric. So this is 14 count in black. So yeah, and there's her card, Millions of Stitches. I will try to remember to link the Etsy shop below for you guys. Anyone who's in Canada, hi Sarah, have a great holiday season. Oh, she's so sweet. So if any of you are looking for cross stitch fabric and you're in Canada, definitely check them out. And then the other thing I bought was a new bag from Shiba Designs. She's in Burlington, Ontario, which is not far from Toronto. So let me go ahead and, I'm a little bit nervous about cutting into this one just because I don't want to wreck the bag. I don't want to wreck the bag. All right, so let's see here. Because I didn't need it, but I wanted it. I bought another cross stitch bag because I really, really love having my cross stitch in these bags. I can, at first when I started watching FlossTube and I saw these sellers, or saw these floss tubers or cross stitches with these bags, I'm like, I don't need a bag. Like, that's silly. Now I'm like, I want all the bags. Oh, she packaged this so well. Oh my gosh. Okay. So she stuck a piece of cardboard with it. Like, that's fantastic. Oh, guys, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. It's festive. It's festive. So let me eep. Oh, it's like she knows who I am. So here's the card. Shiba Designs, Melissa in Burlington. So again, I'll link to her Etsy shop in the description box below. So here's the bag. And again, for any of you who are cross stitchers or anything like that. So this is a cross stitch bag. So this is actually see-through. So you put your project in here so you can see what it is, right? Look at the fabric, you guys. Is that not delightful? Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. I will use this year round. I absolutely will. And she included these gorgeous zipper pulls. You can see it's a Canadian flag and then like a paw print. Like, she doesn't even know me. That is so me. Canada with a paw print. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yay. So there's the crafty happenings that I got today. I might have to move. Well, I don't know. So this is the bag that my sloth is currently living in that my friend Mandy made me that I love. That has these cute beavers on it. But these are kind of like year-round beavers. So I think the sloth might need to go live in this bag for right now until the holidays. I think that's a good idea. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, guys, that is it. I will talk to all of you tomorrow. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.